Welcome to the Stat Street Sports live stream. Let's talk about everything NFL free agency, man. Breaking news just happened. Davonte Adams traded to the Raiders. I called it. I called it, man. I did a video back in January stating I think what happened. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let me see. The deal's still going through. Well, the deal is finalized. I'm trying to see what the Packers got. Doo-doo-doo. All right, so it's coming out. Davonte Adams, 5 years, 141 million. Okay. And what did they get? Was it two first round picks or something like that? If I'm not mistaken, two first round picks. Packers are getting two 20, the Packers are getting two 2022 draft picks, including 22nd overall pick. The Raiders' first round pick. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, man. And it makes you wonder. Does Adam still believe in Rodgers, or was it the organization? Did he not like it there anymore? That's the thing that's kind of tricky because Rodgers signed before this happened, but he was updated the entire time, and even he signed the extension even though he knew Adams would be gone. So is Aaron Rodgers choosing the money over winning, or which is not a bad thing. I'm not judging either way because that's a lot of money he's gonna get these next couple years. So I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Now, with the Packers having a couple first round picks, it's time to look in the trading pool to see who could they grab. Potentially, probably nobody. I would say everyone's pretty locked up. No star receivers available. I don't think so, off the top of my head. So yeah, they're kind of stuck. They're kind of stuck right now. Their best receiver right now is who's the Packers' best receiver right now? Alan Lazard, I guess. He's their best receiver. And the funny thing is, the Davonte Adams is gone now, and now they have to draft young. They have to go with a young guy. So it's wild. It's wild. It's wild. So I guess with this move here, you can kind of take off the Packers as Super Bowl contenders. I guess. I guess so. The funny thing would be though if no the trade happens. So it's not if. So Adams is going to the Raiders now. It would be so funny if hold on. Oh wow. Okay. So news is this account I follow. No, it was retweeted. It says apparently someone on Reddit's sister-in-law works directly with Davonte Adams' agent and said a trade to the Raiders is happening sometime this week. Take this with a grain of salt, but these crazy sounding Reddit rumors have come true before. Hashtag Raider Nation. And that was yesterday, one day ago, from this account. Let me see if he responded since the news has went down. Yes, he has. He definitely has. So okay. And he's clapping back too. People that doubted him and stuff, he's clapping back. 2 minutes ago, yeah, he's going crazy. Yeah. Hey, I guess he broke the news first, huh? But yeah, man, I was saying it'll be super funny if if the Packers get to the Super Bowl without Davante Adams, and they go with all young guys at wide receiver. So I guess this clears up room for them to bring MVS back, Marquez Valdez Scantling, who people said was Aaron Rodgers' favorite receiver outside of Davante Adams, and if Rodgers left, he would want MVS to go with him. So I guess that brings up money, that clears up money for them to bring him back. I potentially, I would think, and they're definitely going to go young in the draft. Depends on who they would want. I don't know, man. It's weird. If you have MVS as your slot guy or your second guy, whatever, his best routes is just deep. It's just deep. Him going deep wherever the route gets him deep, that's his best routes. So you need a possession receiver, honestly. First round possession guy, Chris Olave. Uh, the other kid from Ohio State, his teammate. That's really it. Possession, Traylon Burks. I guess. I guess they could go there, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes, man. But it's more news to talk about, except for Davonte Adams. If you guys have any questions, comment them in the comment section. I'll answer them the best of my ability, and let's talk about it, man. So, outside Davonte Adams, that just broke a couple minutes ago. See what's my feed and make sure nothing else going on. The funny, also, hold on. What makes sense for Adams for a second? Really, like they shot a massive contract, so really shouldn't have given up more than this. It makes sense for Adams. The Vikings got. Okay. My bad. I'm reading some guys. Okay. All right. Nothing major. Okay. But the funny thing was, I did a video yesterday. Or was it today? Let me see. I did a video yesterday or today. I've been doing so many videos lately. I don't know. I don't know when I did what, but I did a video. It was yesterday saying Allen Robinson should go to the Raiders. I said that, and I said in the video, if Allen Robinson don't go to the Raiders, they should trade away Derek Carr. I said that yesterday in one of my videos. And today, when Allen Robinson news broke, he going to the Rams. I'm like, man, come on, yo. The Raiders are just selling. They're just selling. They're not trying to win. Then a couple hours later, it's funny how life works. Davonte Adams news breaks. So the Raiders are definitely in play now. They definitely made some great moves. Arguably, they won. They kind of won NFL free agency. They got the best receiver in the NFL. They got pass rushing help. They got Chandler Jones. Now, the only thing with Chandler Jones is, you know, at least last year, he started off the year with 5 sacks, 5.5 sacks, and then he finished the year with like 7 or 8 or maybe 9, whatever. But yeah, he didn't finish strong at all. So it's kind of the Chandler Jones trade was cool, but I was really cool with Yannick Ngakoue, to be honest. I'm not really too big on the Chandler Jones trade. It's great. It's cool though. It's very cool, but I'm not too big on it, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Chandler Jones going to the Raiders, but it's a very good move. Very good move. But yeah, him, Max Crosby. Oh my gosh. If they can I did a video on this as well. Same way I called the Davonte Adams trade to the Raiders. I did a video a week ago, a couple days ago, whatever. I don't know. But I did a video, Fletcher Cox going to the Raiders. And I think that's still in play. Fletcher Cox, we saw today, was released by the Eagles. Rumor is they're trying to bring him back, or they would like to bring him back on like a reworked, smaller deal. But now he's a unrestricted free agent. He can go anywhere he wants to. The Raiders are in play. The better your team gets, the more players or bigger name players would take less. So ooh, I don't know. That prediction might come true as well. So we'll see how it goes with that. If not the Raiders for Fletcher Cox, I can see a few teams. The thing is, I'm not a cap space whiz. No, I'm not checking on everyone's cap space every couple minutes after every deal. So I don't know where people stand at, to be honest. But if not the Raiders, I do know for a fact the Raiders have money. If not the Raiders for Fletcher Cox, I like the Bucks. I know they did rework Mike Evans' contract because they freed up some money. They reworked Cameron Brate's contract. So like I said, I don't know where that cap space is at, honestly. But if you compare him with Vita Vea, it'll be nice. And I'm expecting all the big dogs. It's not a lot of big dogs. Bucks, you know, whoever gets to Deshaun Watson, I guess. Maybe the Saints. I predicted the Saints personally. But the Bucks, um, the AFC West, the whole AFC West, except for the Chiefs right now, who is very quiet. I think they're going to trade for Daniel Hunter soon. But yeah, not a lot of teams are being aggressive. It's some good teams. It's some teams that gotten better, but some of the bigger dogs that I thought would have been more aggressive, they haven't. The Chiefs is very disappointing, but they still have time to make some good moves. I had them getting Daniel Hunter. We saw Zadarius Smith renege on this signing with the Ravens so they could sign him. So, you know, they can still make moves. It's only day 2 or day 3 of free agency, so, day 4, I don't know. My days mixed together, my kids' baseball practices and all this stuff, so I don't know what's going on, what day it is free agency, but the Chiefs still have time. It seemed like they don't because the news forever flowing in all day, every day, but the Chiefs have time to make a big splash move. As I said, I have them in my predictions trading for Daniel Hunter of the Vikings. I have them getting him. But if not, they have Melvin Ingram. They can bring him back. Like I said, Zadarius Smith, a couple other pass rushers as well. They also it's real weird to me about Tyrone Matthew, about him having no suitors right now. We've seen a lot of teams that need strong safeties not go with him. Not the Eagles, the Saints, Jets, Ravens. A lot of teams needed safeties and they didn't go with him. So that's kind of strange to me. But I do have him slotted personally to the Steelers or the Commanders. But there is a situation for me personally. I can see Tyron Matthew going back to the Chiefs on like a 1 year cheap deal or something like that. Because for some reason they didn't want him back. The rumor was they didn't even offer him a contract. They let him walk. So you know he might have to come back to them like, yo, I need a team. What's up? You still need a strong safety because Justin Reed plays free safety. So they still need a strong safety regardless. So they could definitely still bring Tyron Matthew back, even though they kind of ended on bad terms. So it seems. So yeah, it's wild, man. This is probably the best year free agency ever, to be honest. Has to be. Refresh my feed and make sure nothing's going on. Let me see. Okay, yeah, nothing major's going on. But I'm gonna give you my favorites of free agency so far. My favorite teams, as I said before, you come in. If you have a question, drop in the comment section. I'll answer it. Yeah, nothing's crazy going on. I'm trying to see what this account I follow is saying on Twitter. He's saying the Raiders dished out a massive contract to Davonte Adams, so they shouldn't have given up 2 first round. They shouldn't have given up their first and second round picks. That's not nothing to me. I don't see what he's trying to say. I don't get what he's saying. Not by time. Let's see how they'll compare. So he's saying the Raiders gave up too much for Davonte Adams. I'm trying to see. He's already asked attention to contract. Minded, can't pay money. Yeah, I'm not trying to say. I'm confused what dude is saying, and he's a reputable guy. I follow him on YouTube, so he definitely know what he's talking about. I'm not gonna say his name here, so his channel's way bigger than mine. But yeah. So he's trying to compare the Diggs, the Stephon Diggs trade from the Vikings in 2020 to the Davonte Adams deal for some weird reason. I don't know why. Why? Yeah. Nothing's going on major. So yeah, it's official. The Raiders get Davonte Adams. The Packers get the 2022 first round pick, 2022 second round pick, and that's it. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, that's a steal to me. Shoot, that's a steal to me, man. But it's gonna be tough, man. The AFC West is gonna be ridiculous, 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 for real. People on social media saying the Raiders fleeced the Packers. They dang sure did. And I'm trying to say the Packers had leverage though. Even if Davante Adams didn't want to play on the franchise tag, what you gonna do? Sit out? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sit out. So what's the? I would have just held on to him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Well, they did need the cap space too though to try to help. Yeah, they can't hold on to him and trade him later because they need the cap space. I don't know where they're sitting at cap space wise. Like I said, I'm not a cap space guru, or I don't check the cap space so too often. But can they bring back Zadarius Smith? I don't know. Maybe 1 year, 2 year deal. I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, people say it on social media. Every AFC West game should be on prime time. Dang sure right. AFC West is going crazy right now. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm still waiting on the Chiefs to do so, man. I still have them slated for Daniel Hunter. But off of this though, on to some older news. Some of my favorite. Well, I'm gonna talk about the Allen Robinson signing with the Rams. That was shocking to me. That was insane to me. I did not see that coming at all. That was wild. Allen Robinson signs a 3-year deal with the Rams. I thought they didn't have no money. I thought they didn't have any money. So I'm like, what? They're done. I didn't even think they would even factor into anything except for bringing back OBJ. But I forgot they didn't get Von Miller, so they had some money left over to sign. The Andrew Whitworth. He retired, so yeah, it's a little money. They got Roberts. What's his name? Robinson. So the talk is now, who are they gonna cut? Who are they not gonna bring back? OBJ made a statement like 20 minutes ago saying something. Nothing crazy, but he was saying he's gonna do it for his son from now on. He's gonna show and prove people don't believe in him, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. Where is that coming from? All right. So is OBJ the odd man out? I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't know. OBJ definitely had something to say about it though. People are really clowning the Packers. And it's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be so hilarious if the Packers make the Super Bowl without Davonte Adams. That would be hilarious. Oh man, life is funny. If it work out that way, it'd be hilarious. But yeah, that Derek Carr, he's celebrating on Twitter as he should. I know Derek Carr is so happy. Oh my gosh. I know Derek Carr is elated. I know he is. But back to the Rams and Allen Robinson though. That was wild. That was wild to me. Now the question is, like I said, who's the odd man out? Is it Van Jefferson? Is it Robert Woods? Is it OBJ? I'll keep all of them. Shoot, just in case of injury, I'll keep all of them. Van Jefferson to me, he will be the odd man out to me personally because he's not developed yet. He's still not there yet. We saw that in the Super Bowl. He's not there to really contribute at a high level right now. So he would be the odd man out to me personally. But you got to do contracts and save money and cap space, all that stuff included. So I would guess Robert Woods probably. I would probably say Robert Woods if I had to bet money. Coming off of injury, well, OBJ come off injury too, and he's more recent. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It is tough. But I like all three receivers though. But if I had to pick me personally, I'm going with Van Jefferson for sure. He's the odd man out. He's the worst to me out of those three. Plus, the Rams get Atwell back. They get the speedy receiver from from Louisville. So yeah, he missed a whole year with something. I forgot what he got injured with. So yeah, they get Atwell back, Tutu Atwell back. Yeah, and Woods. Yeah. So yeah, I'm letting Jefferson go. I'm keeping OBJ. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. Shoot, I'm low. You have to load up these days. You have to load up. The way these teams are built these days, you have to load up, man. Because if the Rams play a team like the Chargers, play a team like the Broncos, they have DBs for days. you know, the Rams play against the Chargers. You have Derwin James, Asante Samuel Jr., J.C. Jackson. They might add another a guy or two here. You know what I mean? A nice veteran. Go to Broncos. You have Kyle Fuller is a free agent, I believe. But you have Bryce Callahan, Justin Simmons, Patrick Surtain, Ronald Darby. There's a lot of guys that go against him, and they lock up too. They're all pretty solid. So to me personally, I'm keeping everybody if I'm the Rams. I'm keeping everybody just in case you need depth. People get injured all the time. I'll just keep everybody. But like I said, business is business. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta make room and cut players and all that stuff, trade them and stuff. So on to some other news though. Refreshing my feed one more time. Let's see. But I'm very curious on what Zadarius Smith is gonna do. What's my Wi-Fi's bad? What's going on? Connection unstable. Oh goodness. But I'm very curious on what Zadarius Smith is gonna do and why he backed out of the Ravens deal that was not announced yet. Why he did it. That's really weird to me, but we'll see what happens. Um, Julio Jones, I'm gonna talk about him a little bit. My favorite receiver of all time. I am a Falcons fan, longtime Falcons fan since the Vic days. So I've been through it all. When Vic left and went to jail, and I was in elementary school, I believe, maybe early middle school, and people telling me, "Hey, switch teams. Vic gone now." I stayed strong, so it's a tough time right now. We lost Julio. Calvin Ridley's gone for a year. Matt Ryan could be gone. Could get Deshaun Watson, but on the Julio though, staying on topic. On the Julio, cut by the Titans. Where does it go next? I have the Cardinals. I have the Cardinals. Even with the latest news of Davonte Adams being traded, I don't think the Packers will rely on Julio. I think Julio will, as I said in my video, I made it, I think a day or two ago. Julio, to me, will take over the Cardinals spot. Well, take over AJ Green's spot with the Cardinals. AJ Green was the number two guy to DeAndre Hopkins. Christian Kirk left, so Rondale Moore will step up in that slot position. They'll probably draft another receiver as well, second and third round. So I think Julio will take over for the AJ Green spot, and then they'll do it that way. To me personally, that's how I have it working. Um, if not the Titans, Julio could go anywhere though. That's the thing. Julio could go anywhere because he should get a cheap deal. It should be a team friendly deal. Julio can't demand too much. Off the year that last 2 years that he's had, Julio can't demand too much money. He really can't, to be honest. So um, it's gonna be a 1 year proof deal probably for Julio. But I can see Julio going to any team though. Julio can go anywhere he wants to go. Every team needs a nice third, fourth receiver, and it's crazy to say, but Julio can be a good fourth receiver. He really could. That's not a bad thing. A lot of teams run 3, 4 receiver deep anyway. So why not be a good third, fourth receiver? If I'm Julio, I'm tagging on to the Chargers. I'm tagging on to Broncos. Well, no, probably not Denver, but it's some teams that he could ride with. The Bucks, they can go 5 deep, 4 deep. So if I'm Julio, I'm going somewhere and win me a ring. I'm gonna tag on somewhere and be the fourth, fifth guy. And the thing with Julio, I would love being the I would love him going to the Chiefs, but they kind of have a similar guy in Josh Gordon that they kept around for a reason. So that's why I didn't do the Chiefs. The Chiefs aren't really in the Julio discussion for me personally because Josh Gordon. And I'm not saying Josh Gordon and Julio are the same player at all, but I'm just saying they're kind of in the same spot in their careers right now. Josh Gordon obviously been on a downturn for a while now, but Julio isn't on the up and up either. So that's why I don't have the Chiefs getting Julio Jones. They're not really on my radar to get Julio, to be honest. As I said, Julio shouldn't be counted on to be a star anymore either. That's the Titans' downfall. They relied on Julio to be a star like he used to be. I've been saying for years Julio was cooked. I've been saying that. It's videos, my podcast I used to do a couple years ago. I've been saying Julio is cooked. All respect, all due respect. I love Julio. Like I said, I'm a Falcons fan, my favorite player of all time outside of Michael Vick. I love Julio, but yeah, he's definitely on the downside. But on to my free agency moves, though. Some of my favorite ones. I love what the Dolphins did. They brought in Raheem Mostert. They brought in Chase Edmonds at running back. I guess Myles Gaskin is the third back, or he may be cut or whatever. But yeah, I love it. The Dolphins got their running back spot fixed. I love it, man. I really do like it a lot. Um, I'm a big Tua guy. I believe in Tua still. I still believe in Tua. I was screaming top of my lungs a couple years ago that Tua is better than Burrow. I'm definitely no. Tua came out with Tua came out with Burrow. Yeah, so I was big on that bandwagon. Tua better than Burrow. I'm definitely look crazy now, but I still think Tua can be good in the league though. I still will say that. He's definitely not on Burrow's level, but um, I think Tua can be in the league still and still be a good serviceable quarterback. I still believe in him. Yes, I like their moves. I don't like the Cedric Wilson signing. It's cool, nothing crazy. I did a video of them predicting them to get Amari Cooper, It turns out he went to the Browns, but reports were the Dolphins were in on him heavy. I'm like, you couldn't give up a fifth and sixth rounder for Amari Cooper? If I'm the Dolphins, pair Cooper with Waddle and Parker, they'll have been solid. They'll have been hecka solid, and you're kind of covering all parts of the field. Cooper can be the short intermediate guy. Waddle's the gadget, deep threat guy, and Parker is the big, tall possession catch guy. Deep threat as well. So if the Dolphins would have got Cooper, it would have been perfect. And my prediction would have been spot on. He's from Florida. I knew it would work. And it turns out the Dolphins were in on him, but the Browns obviously got him for a fifth and sixth. So I was like, man, I don't know how they let him slip through his hands for a fifth and a sixth. That's crazy. That's crazy. Um, let's see what else I want to talk about. Let's see here. I'm gonna check my phone for any breaking news real quick. Nothing, 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 nothing. Let's see here. Baker Mayfield. I didn't speak on him yet. Baker Mayfield. Where will he end up? Will he be traded? I believe so. I believe so. And I don't see why they won't trade him. Bruh, if I see the AFC West now, and if I'm the Browns, we can't. I don't say they can't compare because their running game is crazy. But if Baker can play up the par, they'll be there. So yeah, I can see why the Browns want to keep him. But I mean, I guess I can see it. It's gonna be tough though. But yeah, the Browns have the blueprint to win. They have the blueprint. A great running game, two good running backs, a good old line. They cut their center JC Tretter for some weird reason, but yeah, they have a good old line, solid, good defense. So yeah, they're not no slouches now. Adam Schefter put out a tweet. Falcons now have pushed back the $7.5 million roster bonus due Friday to quarterback Matt Ryan to Tuesday, giving Atlanta 4 extra days to hear the Deshaun Watson decision and be able to trade Ryan if necessary. Okay, so if my Falcons get Deshaun Watson, I don't know how I feel, to be honest. I really don't. I was not thinking we would be in the hunt for Deshaun Watson. I really didn't. So I don't know. Him, Kyle Pitts. We need a receiver though. That's the thing. We don't have a receiver. Russell Gage left us, and people are sleeping on Russell Gage, man. I'm telling you, Russell Gage he can be a monster with Tom Brady. He's not a great receiver, nothing like that, but he can be a monster with Brady. Pair him up with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Oh my goodness, Russell Gage is gonna go off. And if you've seen the report, Adam Schefter said, as soon as free agency hit, Tom Brady called Russell Gage's phone the day after he retired. The day after he retired, he called Russell Gage's phone, said, let's link up, and then daggone Russell Gage signed. Come on, man. I'm telling you, Russell Gage is the guy. He's gonna go crazy this year. He might not be a household name, nothing like that, but he's gonna be nice. All right. The Raiders, this is a new tweet. The Raiders need interior defensive linemen and offensive linemen. Don't have a first, second round pick. Still have cap space now and in the future to use. Fletcher Cox. Calais Campbell. Come on, man. I'm telling you, my predictions were spot on with this. I was doing the Raiders prediction videos since January because I knew it. The Raiders were on the cusp. They're not a bad team as people think. They're a good team. I like them a lot. And to be honest, if you don't watch my videos, I was saying in some of my videos during the playoff season, well, when playoffs first started, I had the Raiders beating the Bengals. To me, and I had them being better than the Bengals. I like the Raiders a lot, man. I'm not the biggest Derek Carr guy, but he is solid. But yeah, man, I can see the Raiders getting Calais Campbell, as I've said in the video prior. Fletcher Cox now, he's available, as I said in the video prior as well. So, yeah, man, the Raiders need interior help on D tackles. Fletcher Cox might come, Calais Campbell. Who else out there I can think of? Eddie Goldman from the Bears, Akeem Hicks from the Bears. Yeah, there's some guys out there. Now, out of those options, me personally, I would go with Calais Campbell. He's been the healthiest. He's been the most consistent over the years. Fletcher Cox a little injury prone. Akeem Hicks a lot of injury prone. Eddie Goldman's cool, but he's not on their caliber. So out of those options, I'll go with Calais Campbell. Move him inside to D tackle if he wants to. He has the size for it, the height for it, obviously. But if he don't want to, then I will go with Cox next, and then Akeem Hicks. Trying to update every so often and see if I'm missing any news and breaking news. All right, so all I'm seeing now is just players responding to the news, which is cool. Debo Samuel said the conference is getting easier and easier by the day. That's a fact. That is a fact. NFC conference is gonna be all right. If 49ers, if Trey Lance can be at least decent, at least Jimmy G level, he's gonna be better automatically because he has the mobility that Jimmy G doesn't have. So if Trey Lance can be at least decent, the Niners definitely have a legit chance because Lance had that mobility that Garoppolo doesn't have. So if Lance can be all right, Niners definitely have a chance. So yeah, Debo Samuel is definitely right. The conference is getting easier and easier. For real, it's only one legit team, the Bucks. Really, you think about it. I'm a big Cowboys. I'm not a. Let me say it right. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I like the Cowboys as a team, how they're built, how they look and stuff. Um, but yeah, if every year they let everyone else down, I'm not gonna keep banking on them, But we'll see. You have Bobby Wagner out there as well. Bobby Wagner, where could he go? Um, yeah, it's gonna be wild, man. So I might get off pretty soon. Well, in a few seconds, actually. But yeah, just to give my predictions before I get off. Bobby Wagner, I have him to the Cowboys still. I know they met prior, and his price was a little too high, but I think he's gonna stick. He's gonna go there, and they're gonna meet back up and probably get something done. Honestly, so I have Bobby Wagner to the Seahawks. I mean, Bobby Wagner to the Cowboys. Tyrone Matthew to the Steelers. Fletcher Cox, Calais Campbell, Akeem Hicks, one of those three, or maybe two of those three, but probably one. One of those three going to the Raiders. So Darius Smith, the Chiefs, maybe. If they don't get Daniel Hunter, if they don't get him, which is kind of getting probably in dangerous territory, probably not happening. Um, where I think Deshaun Watson's gonna go, I have no clue. I don't know. Deshaun, I predicted the Saints, but he called the Falcons. The Falcons now push back Matt Ryan's roster bonus that was due Sunday. They push it back to Tuesday. I don't know. Looking like Ryan might pick the Falcons. And this is the thing. I'm a Falcons fan, but I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about it. So that's it for the video, guys. I think I'm off for the night. Gotta get ready for work in the morning. So that's it for video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let your friends know. I will see you guys next time.